At the beach it's always wetter, and life in flip-flops is always better. Get away today, take a vacation today. Don't let your life unravel, take a break all loosey when you want to travel today. You got to get away. Friends and familiar faces, making plans about going places. At the beach it's always better, and you'll get there with these three letters. Travel with them, just call MGM. Stop dreaming about better days. The MGM family travel will take you away. You got to get away.
Hi, I'm Bill.
And I'm Lucy.
And we're MGM Family Travel.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
My head keeps disappearing. 1 second,
Oh,
Lucy.
good God. We're not going to fix that now, dear.
Oh, we are.
You should have fixed it 2 minutes ago.
We're busy.
So, as you can see, we did have a busy weekend. It was rainy here, so we made the most of it, and we started going through the footage that we shot on the BBD and made a little intro with that. And I also made a countdown. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's all mine. I made it from scratch.
Yep.
YouTube will not be shutting this channel down over a
Hell no.
countdown.
Hell no.
No. So pretty proud of ourselves, I think, right?
I think we're getting there.
We're getting there.
We are definitely getting there.
We are definitely learning from our mistakes, that's for sure.
Yeah. The news on our channel there is no news on our channel.
No news.
So we are going full stream ahead, forward on this channel. So we're
The longer the time goes, the less chance that we're
and
going to
more
get our
challenge
channel
this
back.
is, and we can do it right. And we are 100.
I mean, I feel like we did it right last time.
But I mean more. I don't know. We'll do it better. But we're 124 subscribers away from 1,000.
Yeah.
Which
So
is amazing.
Not too bad.
Thank
In a
you
month's
guys so
time
much.
Or 6 weeks time. Yes,
So-
that's all you guys. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that was a lot quicker than the last channel.
Yes.
But we're having a lot of fun doing it, and we spent the whole weekend playing with videos and uploading. We have a video coming out tomorrow. We're going to try and premiere it. We think around 6:45 tomorrow.
I may not be here, but that's
I'm
okay.
not sure what the schedule is. I don't want to go on top of anybody. So, but if you like chocolate melting cake, we were lucky enough to have one of the chefs from Carnival show us how to make chocolate melting cake when we did the chef's table. His accent is really heavy and strong. But
it's a good representation of how to make it, and then we put the ingredients.
Yeah, because he's a little hard to understand, but
you can understand him. But yeah, he does have a thick accent.
Very, very thick accent.
But it was super awesome to sit there and in the galley while they were making all this amazing stuff.
And when I don't know what's going on with my phone here, but I don't know. We're having trouble with Facebook too, so. It's
Yep.
not working. The live stream's not working on Facebook, so we're not sure what's going on. There we are. I got us.
So we have 208 days
Yeah, it
until
seems like
our
forever.
next cruise.
That used to be like a common thing for us.
Yeah.
Now we were getting, for a
We're
while, we
spoiled.
were getting off a cruise ship and we had less than 100 days. And this one's a ways off, but
It is.
it's good. It's good. We got a lot of other stuff planned. We might be doing like an Atlantic City meetup. We might be doing, well, we are going to be doing some local stuff. We have a thing called Jailhouse Rock here. So
Our town, it's like a festival for Halloween.
They do it at a jail. It's a museum now, but it's haunted.
It is really
And
haunted.
they do it around Halloween, and it should be pretty cool. And it's a lot of local bands, so it should be fun.
We'll probably vlog that.
Yeah.
It should totally be fun. So, we have 208 days. Let us know how many
Yep,
days
let
you
us
have
know. I
until
know.
your next
I was on
adventure.
Facebook today, and I saw people are going like next week. They got the Vloggers cruise coming up, which we were booked on, but we pulled out of that one. But we
Greece and Italy.
Greece and Italy.
Yep.
Well, let's welcome everybody in, dear.
Let's do that. So, first one in was Miss Meg.
My
Meg's
sweet
fun
Meg.
time. Welcome in, Meg. You're going to have to take over because I'm going to have to call.
And then we got Nick P, who has 96 days till he flies to Europe.
Sorry about that.
He is spending 50 days overseas,
Wow.
starting with 3 days in Scotland. He's going in search of the Loch Ness Monster.
Awesome.
I would love to go to Scotland.
And whiskey distilleries. Me too. So we're putting that on the list. I think for my 50th, we should be doing the British Isles.
I've been to Ireland. I've been to England. I've been to Wales. I've never been to Scotland.
I've never been to any of them. So one that incorporates like England, Scotland, Ireland would be amazing.
Scotland.
So Nick, it looks like you're
Yeah,
about
that's
to have
awesome.
quite
Are you
the
doing
adventure.
trains, Nick? Because I did a
Yep.
lot of trains over
He'll
there.
be traveling on lots
Yeah.
of European trains, such as the Caledonian Sleeper from London to Inverness,
Oh, is that the one
and
where they did that
Eurostar
movie?
from London to Brussels.
You all right there? We're still getting over COVID, so.
I was fine.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't bring anything to drink.
so.
Cruising on the high seas is here. He's at the Vizo's raid. Welcome in, Rob.
Oh, yeah, I had trouble. I had no sound. So I had to hop out and hop back in and restart the computer. Normal stuff right before a live stream. Everything shuts down.
Of course. Puppy the cat is here. Welcome
Puppy!
in, Jersey girl.
I like this wonderful weather we're having, puppy.
We are, what,
uh,
6 days?
No,
5?
4 days. 4 days.
No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're
Today's
5
Tuesday.
days
5
in.
days in straight
Rain
heavy
tomorrow.
rain. 50 degrees,
I
54
fixed the gutters
degrees.
when I was cleaning up dog poop on
Oh, that's
Friday.
nice.
Thank God, because we wouldn't
Yeah, one of our
be here right now.
we would be swimming in this basement.
Yeah.
But
Did we say hi to Holly and Brian?
no,
Welcome
we
in,
did
guys.
not. Holly
I
and
didn't know I
Brian,
left
welcome
off.
in, guys.
TWF, welcome in, Tom.
Welcome
He
in,
says
Tom.
he's listening and watching. Hi to
Awesome,
everyone.
Tom.
Tony G, 1975. Welcome in.
Welcome
I love
in.
your name. I'm guessing you and I are the same age. Because my username usually for everything is
Lucy.
LucyM75.
Yes, it is.
William Hanson
William
Jr. is here.
Hanson.
Welcome in. Janice Gregory.
Janice
Welcome
Gregory.
in. Mr. J.
Mr. J. Bowden, I am wearing the Eagles shirt. I wasn't sure if I could wear this because it's green, but I could, so I
coming
did. I was torn because the Phillies made the playoffs last night as a wild card, so it's kind of but they made it, and it's the first time
He
in
was
I think
super
9 years.
excited.
Yeah, I made Lucy stay up till like 11:20.
I already am
Uh,
up. You stayed up till 11:20.
I made her like jump up and down and go sports. She said, "Woohoo!"
Woohoo.
So my Eagles
Shift,
are
shift,
on a
shift,
roll.
shift.
We're 4-0, and the Phillies made the playoffs, and our Sixers actually look good. So should be a good year around here.
Hoorah.
Hoorah!
Douglas Famey is here. Welcome
Hey,
in.
buddy,
Also
he's
a
enjoying
young
this
boy.
wonderful weather.
Oh my goodness, Mary Murray's here
Hey,
from
guys.
Beaver, Utah. They're in Beaver,
Utah,
Utah.
wow.
They're an hour away from Zion in one direction
National Park.
and some other park
Awesome.
in another direction. So they're spending, I think, the next week, 6 days or so there. So welcome in, Mom and Dad.
I hope everything was okay in Fort Myers.
Yes,
So-
I haven't talked to them since. I talked to my dad the day after But they,
Yeah, I
or the
don't
date
know.
was going on or something, but he
Yeah.
didn't know what the damage was to their actual
And our prayers and
Oh.
go out to anybody that was involved with the hurricane.
and affected by the hurricane. That's just
So-
awful. Rhonda
Lucy's
B is
mom and
here.
dad do have a place in Fort Myers, but we haven't had an update. So
Well, they're in Utah, so
yeah,
I
they're
guess
not
we'll find
there.
out. We'll find out when they get to Florida.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Rhonda B.
Welcome in, Rhonda.
The Travel Life is
The
here.
Travel
Welcome
Life,
in.
welcome in.
Janice from JP Travel
Janice,
Adventures
welcome
is here.
in. It's
Welcome
one of
in,
our favorite
Janice.
times of the year. Mine and Janice's.
What is that?
It's candy season.
Oh.
Hello. It's Halloween candy season.
Dave and Brandy are here.
Dave
Welcome
and Brandy,
in,
they
guys.
did a premiere tonight, and Brandy learned how to make tail animals.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was telling me that. I'm
Yes.
like, okay, so we're going to have to do that maybe on our
I'm
next
thinking,
cruise.
yeah,
I've never
you learn
done
how
it.
to do it, and every day on my bed, I get
This
a
is
different
his
tail
idea.
animal. This is what I was thinking. I want a monkey at least once a week. I like the monkeys. Monkeys are my favorite.
I don't know about all that. The Z Show Cruise Fun is here. Welcome in.
Z Show. So, travel
from
like
Life is Good
Elma,
Today.
welcome in. Hope
Welcome in,
everybody's doing
Elma.
okay down there. Like Lucy's still coughing.
I did, and I was fine. We went live, and then boom, my girl Michelle is here.
Hello,
Welcome in.
Michelle.
I hope you guys saw their, obviously
4
we
days
spent
of
a lot of
straight
time
rain.
with them. So
Douglas Pham says, Fammy.
4 days of rain. I thought it was
Well,
5.
Friday night it started late.
All right,
It started
okay.
really late. So.
It's too many, Douglas.
too
It's too
many.
many. That's all I know.
I still got to close our pool.
I know.
I have
Just we
been able
had
to.
COVID, then it's
Yeah.
raining. It's been crazy. Just Dave is here. Welcome in, Dave.
Just Dave. He had it was a launch today. I think 2 launches today, and then I think there's another one tomorrow, which is manned.
Holly and Brian want to know where your Philly shirt is.
It's in the other room, but it's that extra wild card thing. I don't know. I'm still not a big fan of it, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, he was a big fan of it
It's
last
a new
night.
season. Anything could happen. So anything could happen.
In 11 years. That's the thing that I didn't realize it had been 11 years since they made
Is
the
it 11 or
playoffs.
9?
No, they
No,
said 11
11.
years.
11 years since they made it. And it,
That would make me
it's-
second guess myself, but I think
it seems like
yeah, 2011. That's 11
it
years.
seems like a blink of an eye. And
Yeah, it
she,
didn't
she
feel 11
actually
years.
asked me when they built Lincoln's financial field. Cause
Yeah, I was
like,
arguing with him. He's like, "Oh, they need a new stadium." I'm
she
like,
told
"They
me
just
it's
built
brand
it."
new. It's brand new. 2002. I'm like, it's not brand new.
See, when you get old, man, time just
Yep. It's not.
flies.
They're talking about putting a dome on it after last week's game. Because they got like 2 inches of sideways rain during the game.
they really did.
But it was fun. I liked watching it. Lucy enjoyed it.
Oh, so much. Najuma Brown is here.
Najuma.
Welcome in,
I'm sure
Najuma.
she's getting all this wonderful rain too.
John Russo
John
is
Russo,
here. Welcome
Michelle
in, John. Shel
Rosinski.
Rosinski. Welcome in. Chocolate melting cake, yum. Absolutely. Nautical Nurse Nancy is here. Welcome in.
Nancy was with us.
Yes, during that whole presentation.
Nancy and Anthony were with us during that, and Brad.
Yep.
So we got front row seats to watch a Carnival chef make the real version of chocolate melting cake.
Ooh, Holly and Brian have 30 days until the enchantment of the
Ooh,
seas. Where are you
awesome.
guys going?
So,
The struggle is real. We got spoiled this year with cruising as well. Dave and Brandy said,
yeah. Now it's time.
You know what it was? We had a lot of canceled cruises. So over the past year, really,
we had a lot of
just
credit.
started last July.
Yeah, we had everything had to be
we had all that.
used, and
Yeah, so yeah.
I think she went on 5 and I went on 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So-
crazy. I've never ever done 5 cruises.
Yeah, and now
in a
reality
year.
sets in. Like,
And now, next year we have 2, but one of them is for 2 weeks.
yeah, so that should be epic.
Holly and Brian have 95 days until their Carnival
Wow, they're not
Journeys
slowing down.
cruise. They're certainly not slowing down. I'm super jealous. Douglas Famey has 26 days. Where are you going?
Don't forget Nautical Nurse Nancy tonight at 10 o'clock.
That's right. Shel Rosinski has 198 days until her next cruise. I feel like we're always cruising. Like
Around
she
the
went
same time,
in
yeah.
June, and then she went just recently to Alaska. So we're on like the same schedule. We just not on the same cruise. We got to fix
See the
that.
world with Chris. Welcome in, buddy.
Welcome in, Chris.
How are you? So I don't know if he's going on the October cruise.
Najuma Brown has 10 days.
Ooh,
until
you're
the
going on the
Carnival
horizon with everyone?
You guys are gonna
Awesome,
have so much
Najuma.
fun. See the World with Chris has 48 days until his next trip. Where are you going? Janice Gregory has 134
Panama,
days
awesome.
to the Panama on the Edge. Wow,
Yeah,
that's a great
nice.
ship. William
2
Hansen
days.
has 2 days until he is on Enchantment of the Seas. He's
Oh,
going to New
we were
England.
talking about doing it in New
Perfect
England.
time of year,
Yeah.
too. You're going to see the
We've really
changing
been.
of the leaves.
If we're going to fit one in, it's going to be a New England cruise. So we're looking.
I don't know if it'll happen this year.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll happen either.
But we are definitely going to sail out of the East Coast.
Yeah, COVID didn't help. Having COVID did not help on our time off.
No, definitely hindered that a
Kenny
bit.
Oaks, welcome
in. You must be getting excited. He has
Yeah.
10 days as well.
I can't wait to see everybody on that cruise.
I can't
am
wait.
so
Yeah, I can't
looking
wait to
forward
hear
to
all
it.
about it. You guys are going to have a blast. Okay, so Cheryl says she wants to do the British Isles so bad. Me too.
Yeah, so does Lucy.
I really, really do.
For her 50th, we're
That's
going
what I
to
keep
probably
saying.
end up doing it. But that's not going to be a cheap cruise, so
Yep.
we might have to start saving for that one now.
Yes. Chad Williams is here. Welcome in. He said he finally made a live show. Well, welcome.
Hey, Chad.
We're glad you're here. I
And
thought
thank
that
you,
was a
Kenny,
new
for
name.
sharing us out. We appreciate it. So, we appreciate when anybody shares us out. We appreciate when anybody hits a thumbs up. We're still trying to build this back up. A lot of people don't know that we have this channel. So, share it out. We really appreciate it.
Douglas is giving me a gold star because I said his last name correctly. I'll take that sticker, Douglas.
You get a sticker.
I get a sticker. Hey, Meg, I will be live at 8 right after MGM. So I'm assuming you are not Eastern time. That
Who's
is the Z Show
The
Cruise
Z Show.
Fun.
If any of the mods want to drop the link for their channel, either now or towards the end, when we can all go over there and hop in.
Towel
say hi.
origami.
Towel origami,
That's
yes,
right.
yes, that's
Hashtag
what it
towel
is. Yep,
origami.
and it was pretty cool. I couldn't get the computer to work right. I'm not sure what was going on. So, but I had
Yeah, we were having trouble right up until like 5 minutes before,
I had to
right?
restart everything. And whenever I restart the computer, it wants to do these updates for 25 minutes. So Wesley
We did
Murphy,
that once,
wow.
right in the middle of the
I didn't even know
show,
your
if you
dad had
remember
his
right.
own.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Welcome in, Dad.
He's coming into the year 2022.
Okay, so Holly and Brian are going to the southern coast, Nassau
Okay.
and Coco Cay on the Enchantment of the Seas. That's going to be awesome.
Coco Cay. was awesome.
My dad wants to know how his fuel fund is coming along.
Well, the price of diesel's been dropping, so you should be okay, Wes.
Michelle only has 4 days until her next
Oh,
cruise. She's
awesome.
going to be on the seashore. We love that ship.
Yeah, we did like
Absolutely
the seashore.
beautiful. We
Wasn't a
loved
big
MSC.
fan of the port, but I love the ship.
Ooh, Douglas, 11 nights on Norwegian
Oh, that's
Prima,
with
followed
JJ
immediately
Cruise.
by a week on MSC Seashore.
Is that with JJ?
That's going to be epic. What, the Prima for 11 nights? I'm not sure.
No, I think Sharon at Sea's going on Prima this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim B. Johnson's here.
San
Welcome
Antonio.
in, Jim.
Welcome
Puppy
in,
has
Jim.
145 days and 122 days. I think because it jumped.
When I feel
Or
when
222.
I hear these numbers, it doesn't make me feel that bad.
39
You want to
days
share my drink with me,
until I'm
dear?
going to have to. Allure of the Seas for Jim B.
Welcome in, Tom.
KY Travelers is here. Welcome in.
Tom or Brenda.
When is the 59th?
The 59th.
When is the 59th? Cheryl, I'm not sure. The 59th.
It'll be her 50th.
Oh, my 50th? My 50th will be in 2025.
And then her 59th will be in 2034.
34. Oh, that doesn't seem like that far away. Oh, yeah, she said, when is your 50th? Okay. So we said hi to
2034.
Tom and Brenda.
Will I still be here in 2034?
You better be.
I better be. I don't
You
have a choice.
No, that's right. You have promises to keep. KY
25
Travelers
days.
has 25 days until they're sailing
Oh,
on the Horizon.
awesome.
You
We
guys are
love
gonna
the
have fun.
Horizon.
We do.
It's a beautiful ship. You guys, if you haven't been on it, we highly recommend it. It's big enough to where you can, don't see everything in one day, but it's small enough to where you feel like you're still like at home, and I don't know. There's some hiding spots. It's got some pools. It's got different sections. It's kind of sectioned off. I like that about it.
So I was watching Billy J. He did his Spa 9 tour on the horizon.
Creator, supporter, and alcoholic.
Well, that's
You'll fit right in.
Absolutely. So the spa, the thermal suite on the horizon seems like bigger than the one on the Mardi Gras, and that bumps me out. I mean, now I want to do Spa 9 on the horizon.
We're doing
We're doing it on Celebration.
Yeah. And the coolest thing is you got your own elevator. So I haven't figured out this elevator yet. I'll let you guys know when I do it.
Yeah, so the spa cabins are on deck 17, I think, on the
right into the spa.
On the Celebration and the Mardi Gras. And then there's an elevator on deck 17 that is like an express. It goes, all it does is go from 17 to 5, which is where
only
the
the
spa
Cloud
is.
9 people get access to this elevator.
He's so excited about this.
I'm going to be going like in my towel, just wrapped in my towel and my slippers.
God help us.
Yep.
No, he will not.
My thong.
Janice has 172 days until Oasis of the Sea.
Awesome, Janice.
21 days till I sail Mexico on the Norwegian Bliss.
Ooh,
that's Tony
very
G.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Okay, so Douglas says Howie Cruise will be on his Prima sailing.
Okay.
Start at Galveston,
Oh,
Cozumel,
okay,
Aruba, Curacao,
that's
Bonaire, Great Stirrup Cay, Miami. Wow, that was
they
a
invited
great
us on that,
itinerary.
and we were unable to fit that into our schedule.
Oh, yeah, it's
But
way too
they
close
seem
to
like
our last
really,
cruise.
really nice people.
It does. Oh, and you are doing, so then MSC Seashore, he's doing San Juan, St. Thomas, Puerto Plata, and
All the ones he
Ocean
wants
Cay.
to do. Everything on
booked
her
that.
agenda, yeah.
We booked that exact itinerary and ended up going to Nassau, which we missed because it was too windy or something.
Mm-hmm. Everything
And
got changed.
Dominican Republic, we missed St. Thomas, we missed
Everything
San
got
Juan.
changed.
Oh,
We ended up spending
I was-
2 days in their private island.
which was nice.
Yeah.
That part was very nice.
And Douglas seems to think it's funny, me being in a thong. It's all for the children.
Oh, if only we could show pictures of what Brad did
Yes.
just for the children.
The-
Watch Billy J's vlog. You'll see Mr. Brad put it all out there. For
Brad
the kids.
Ryan from Midlife
Midlife
Crazy. We'll put it all out there for the kids.
We're a mankini. That's all we'll say. And there's video evidence on Captain Billy J's channel. You don't want to miss that. The
You really don't want to.
at the
It's like
Embassy Suites.
I don't know. It's like a car accident. You
You
gotta
can't
look
unsee it, so just,
when you're
public
driving
service
by,
announcement.
you look, but you don't really look. I don't know. You can't unsee it.
He says, Douglas says, just get me a cocktail on MSC and I'll be fine. Their cocktails, I was just talking to Michelle about this. They were wonderful. They didn't have like an alchemy bar, or at least
Who,
not one
MSC?
that we hung out with.
No,
Nothing
but
like
they had
really
the New York,
fancy like that.
New York, or whatever it was called, which
Yeah,
was
but it
the
didn't
high end
look like-
stuff. Yeah, it was top
didn't-
shelf.
I don't know
They
if it's
didn't
top
mix it.
Yeah,
They didn't
it
have a
wasn't like
robot or anything.
It wasn't like a show like at Alchemy, but their drinks were very good.
The Z show says, sorry, I will be on 8 p.m.
Central
which is
Time.
9 Eastern, which is perfect because Nurse Nancy goes on at 10. So you fit right in our schedule, unless Tony and Jenny, which I don't know what their schedule is. So
As far as I know, they're going live at 9. Ship Show Facebook. Oh no. Oh boy. Not sure what that means. You never know with
it
the
might be
Ship
on
Show.
there. You never know.
Oh, is Brad on there? Is that what they're saying?
It could be.
Oh, my goodness.
Those kind of pictures kind of make the rounds. So it's very possible. It's a very tight knit community that we are involved with. So we all do it like for the kids. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Welcome in.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
We're glad you're here.
Yes, we're glad everyone's here. Remember to hit that thumbs up. And we did have a couple things we wanted to talk about. We're actually going to try and do the agenda because the agenda kind of gets pushed aside that Lucy works so hard on every week.
Well, once we start talking,
Yeah.
sometimes it just
We get sidetracked.
it's flowing, it's good. I did want to say Carnival did something which I thought was awesome. If you've been subscribed to us for any amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
you know I grew up like obsessed with cruising. Like as a little kid, I listened to Kathy Lee Gifford sing to me about all the fun to be had on a Carnival cruise. And so when I was 18 years old, I booked my first Carnival cruise. Again, based on that commercials, a commercial. Yep, those commercials. I can't talk today. And obviously, it did not disappoint, and I was hooked right away. She was the godmother on the original celebration, and Carnival announced in the last week that her daughter Cassidy Gifford is going to be the godmother of the new.
And I actually watched,
which I thought was awesome.
They used to do a Christmas special every year where she had her kids sing like Christmas carols, and it's kind of weird that like you got to watch her kids grow up. So, and now they're going to be part of the cruising community. So what is that, Teresa from the Traveling Gilberts?
Welcome.
I don't think I've ever seen that name here before.
Is it Ronnie this time? She said, well, welcome. We're glad you're here.
And another thing, when you see us in the chats anymore, it's MGM. Yeah, it could be either one of us. People are always saying, hi, Bill, and it's Lucy.
Because I used to be Lucy MGM. Now I'm MGM Family
I
Travel.
have Bill MGM. So if you see Bill MGM, it's Bill.
Obviously.
See MGM Family Travel.
It could really be either one of us. Yeah. But most of the time, it's me.
Yeah. So
the Real Love Boat premieres tomorrow.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes,
I wasn't
it does.
sure.
I saw the commercial today. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it out.
Absolutely.
I'm not really into those kind of shows, but I will check it out.
No, I'm not normally either, but it's a cruising one. It's got Matt Mitchum on it, he's like kind of a
killing it on Facebook. He's posting everywhere.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to watch that. I didn't know it started tomorrow. So other awesome, amazing, wonderful news is that Norwegian has now, all their protocols are gone. Like no more testing,
with exceptions,
vaccinated or not vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yes, depending on destination. So there are some destinations that still either require vaccine or require
Greece
and
is one of them.
Sometimes require
one that we're
testing.
going to.
Yes, Greece is one of them. Bermuda is for just, I think they have a date when they're going to stop, but for now, Bermuda you either have to have a proof of vaccine or a negative PCR test up to 4 days before embarkation. They also require your test to be supervised. Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dubai, Fiji, Greece, Honduras are all, which I'm assuming includes Roatan.
Douglas, I hope they keep the digital muster.
I agree. I hope they keep the digital muster as well.
Yeah, I think that was one of the great things that came out of this pandemic. Is that? And Janice, we did enjoy our excursion with Stingray City with you. Also, it was something that we forgot to talk about last week.
Yep.
On our cruise with the Midlife Crazy Group Cruise, we booked an excursion through Carnival. Thank God we booked it through Carnival because we went to Stingray City, which was beautiful. Great morning. We always love
Stingray City. It's
then we were going
amazing. It's like majestic.
Starfish Island,
which we'd never been to.
Never been there before. Looking forward to it. We're going to do lunch,
which was cool. We did see starfish.
I didn't.
Gary and I did. We held 2 starfish.
And then the storm came.
So we were not expecting. They told us, they made a sign. What did we sign even?
We signed a waiver saying that we would not write a bad review.
Because it was going to rain.
Yeah.
They said it's going to rain. You have
Whatever,
to
I'll sign anything. I don't care.
You have to acknowledge it's going to rain, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's going to rain, whatever. Well, it did more than rain.
It was a monsoon. There was like 4-foot whitecaps. We're in like a 32-foot boat. I mean, it was...
We were not in a boat, first of all, when it came up.
Oh, no, we were on the island.
We were on the island.
We had to walk to the boat.
They had,
up the waist.
And the boat was like, I don't know, like 30 feet off the shore.
But it was nice and calm when we walked to the island.
Yeah.
There was 4-foot freaking whitecaps when we had to walk back.
It was pretty rough. So the sand started kicking up.
Oh, yeah, we were getting sandblasted. And we had a boat. We don't have it anymore, but we had a boat. And I'm thinking, everybody's rushing back to this boat. There's no way this captain's on anchor in this boat and going to move in these waves.
Yeah, but you were getting pummeled by the sand. Like, you don't want to stay on there. Branches are flying. Like,
oh, yeah,
at least the boat provided some protection.
And you could see it. Like, when you're out in the bay, you can see the storm coming, and we just watched the sky get black and roll in, and you could see the wind coming and the white caps forming, and then it hit, and it was just like crazy.
When he says you could see it come in, I mean, we're talking a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine, a little cloudy in the distance, and then
I'm thinking, now I know why they made me sign this waiver.
Yes.
They got great weather forecasts down here. But
it was
it was an adventure, I will say that.
Yeah.
We made it back safe and sound.
It
but
poured rain.
Yeah,
I was sopping wet. I mean, I was sitting at the edge of the roof on because it was a 2-story, and it was just like a waterfall going right down my head.
And it went from like 90 degrees to like 75 degrees in like a minute. And when you're used to 90 degrees and then 75 degrees of wet, like it was, and 40-mile-an-hour winds, it was not a good day.
No.
But we made it back. But we were borderline getting back on the ship. So that's why I said I was glad that we booked through Carnival.
Yeah.
Because if
anything, we were
anything,
sitting there. We sat there for like an hour for the storm.
Yeah, we had to. And the captain did not move the boat, just like I said he wasn't going to.
Yep. And they lost their anchor or something at one point, too. The guy was out there like...
The anchor sunk because it was pulling and pulling and pulling. The anchor went like 2.5 feet under the sand.
So there's a guy in the middle of all this
trying to dig it out.
Oh.
Because that anchor was probably like a $400 or $500 anchor. So, but...
As we're sitting there, though, and I said, the only thing I can think of right now, again, just water
all the women.
pouring. And I was just like... I am so glad we booked this excursion through Carnival. We don't always, but
all the women are like, oh, my hair.
Oh, yeah, my hair.
Oh, yeah, mine too. No.
And then they had us on like a plush, like nice bus, like cushioned, like fabric seats. And we're
soaking
dripping wet.
I mean, everything that you owned was soaking wet. We had to get rice from the restaurant for Lucy's phone.
My phone, my waterproof case failed me.
Yeah, but we had a lot of fun. And we were with Janice. Janice got to experience all that.
Yeah.
And
Mark was there.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Was
Mike
Mark
and
there?
Betsy was there. Yeah.
Gary.
Holly and Mike.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Gary and Ava. We were hanging out with Ava the whole time. She was cracking us up.
Yeah, we had a good time.
They had served lunch. Now, I did not like my lunch. It was like I took a bite and
we're still not sure if it was chicken or pork.
I don't know. It was bones. For me, whatever I bit into was full of bones, and it's just, ugh. I didn't like it. But Ava, I guess she had a good...
She was hungry.
And so she was sitting there like the storm is like, everyone's running, there's palms like flying.
And she's
like,
eating her lunch.
She's sitting there. She wasn't going to stop until she was done. She was cracking us up.
It was a lot of fun.
Really
you can have the crappiest day and weather-wise.
Yeah,
but
so
if you're with the right people, we still had a blast.
We did have a blast. Just back and forth.
We looked like a bunch of drowned rats getting back on that ship. So.
And so our mission after that was to find the pirate. The BBD, the whole point of the cruise.
Yeah, we didn't give up, did we?
To find BBD rum.
Yeah.
I did. I admitted failure. I gave up. I needed a shower and some dry clothes. So I did not go on the little scavenger hunt to find the pirate. But Bill did.
Gary said the pirates, like 400 yards this way. So we walked for around a mile. And he finally asked somebody, and they're like, well, we moved the pirate. We took the pirate away. He needed a paint job. so back towards the ship we go, and we found a different pirate. But we did find the BBD. I forget. He's got a really official name. I forget what his name is.
To make matters even more complicated, though, there was a time where the only place you could buy BBD rum was Grand Cayman. Well, the people, I guess, decided, yes, Grand Cayman. Yeah. The people decided that it was not politically correct and
not
it was
appropriate
offensive.
For their Grand Cayman is like
so it's been like outlawed
kind of thing. Yeah,
you cannot get BBD rum on Grand Cayman at all. So the whole reason for the cruise, and no one got to try any BBD rum.
Yeah,
but we did have quite the adventure.
We have had BBD rum in the past.
We have,
and I was not upset about not getting
No,
it again.
we weren't huge fans. It would just be something to put in the bar as like a conversation piece.
Another conversation. We did get 109 proof rum at
in Jamaica.
Jamaica, yeah.
And they had stuff that was even
like
stronger than that.
132 proof.
Sherry, we will continue to keep us in our
Oh,
prayers.
always, Sherry, always.
We will definitely keep you in our prayers. Chris said, I got to make Gopher and Isaac laugh on a Zoom meeting and cruised with Matt Mitchum, so I have a personal connection to the real Love Boat.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I remember when they were doing Zoom through the pandemic.
I think we watched it,
we
didn't
did.
we?
Yep,
we did watch it. Because that was cool. Even the captain was still alive at that
he's not
point.
alive.
No.
Yeah, he passed. So.
Yeah.
It's I grew up watching Love Boat. It was a Love Boat, and I think Fantasy Island came on after it. I think it was Friday nights or Saturday nights, 8 to 9. It was like the highlight of my weekend. Like, and then like I didn't get out much when I was a kid.
So Janice said we got drenched for sure. Mike from Beach Please had to help her get back on the boat.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the boat is, the waves are 4 to 5 feet. The boat was a moving
There were some
target.
elderly folk. Well, yeah, we had to cruise, and we had one big guy. He must have been like 6'6", 300 pounds. And he was just picking up these women. They didn't care. He was just picking them up and putting them on the boat. So, and they were just like, thank you.
I think Eva was like commentating.
I haven't been touched there in a long time.
He just wanted to grab our ass. He was thank God.
He didn't care.
And yeah, most people.
There was nobody helping me get on that boat. I got this.
Mike is a good egg. I love that.
Yeah, Mike's awesome.
He really is. He's
he did our intro.
The
If you guys didn't notice, we did a little new intro with some updated stuff. I'm going to keep adding to it as I go through our footage. But it was fun. We enjoyed just sitting and watching the footage from our trip. And that's half the fun of YouTube.
Yep.
It's getting to relive it as you put it together.
That's right. Like he was saying, I wish I would have filmed more.
Yeah, it's... First of all, I wasn't feeling too good towards the end
and
of our
it's
trip.
our vacation. You're trying to balance all of that, right? Still have fun, enjoy your vacation, get some footage, hang out with everybody. It was,
I was really thinking Brad and Kimberly were going to vlog it. It's their group cruise. And then they're like, they were so busy. They didn't get any footage either.
They got some, but they said, Mark will put stuff out.
Yeah, it was like, check out the beach. The cruise world.
Alma said they got drenched in Curacao. It makes for good memories.
Oh, we got drenched in Jamaica. We got drenched in Grand Cayman.
That was it.
Oh,
no, in Cozumel, too. That's right.
I was going to actually call my travel agent and complain, but she didn't want to hear it.
No, she definitely did not.
Yeah, we found no BBD. Antonio has BBD?
Antigua, dude.
Oh, Antigua.
Has BBD.
Yeah, we heard you can get it in other places.
Okay.
I guess part 2 will have to go to Antigua.
Janice says she thinks the pirate is named Richard, but ask Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy and Mike actually have a video. Woo, life is good today. He was on Bezos. He was a special guest tonight, but we had no sound, so I couldn't hear you.
That's how he found out that we had some issues going on here. Oopsie.
I had the microphone apparently has speakers that we don't own that somehow get tied into your computer the minute you plug it in. We have a nice microphone, but we don't need the speakers. Our kids will just blare that rock and roll music.
I like the rock and roll music.
So do I.
Okay, so Ronnie's saying they couldn't find any BBD in the ABCs at all either.
Oh, no?
Well, it's good to know it's in Antigua. I don't think we have any cruises booked.
Trust me, you didn't miss out. Unless you like NyQuil.
The chocolate wasn't
bad. Yeah, the chocolate. With the vanilla. The vanilla wasn't bad.
Yeah, but the straight,
Yeah, the straight is like pure NyQuil.
Not good.
You're drinking NyQuil, man. It's an acquired taste.
Yes. We have another first that happened.
Yeah. Hope we're thinking about the same first.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
It was a 8:30 in the morning, maybe 8
we're
o'clock in the morning,
first.
in your cabin. Captain comes on the speakers. There's a raft in need of help.
We
or
were
a
off.
craft or whatever he said. It was in
We
need
were
of
off the coast
rescue.
of Cuba. Say no more. So, I tried to put this together. It's from a distance. I have better footage of it, but I mean, as our intro was going on, I was uploading.
He asked what we're talking about today, and I told him everything I wrote down, and he's like, "Oh, I have video." Like, okay, last minute, but okay.
So there's no. I don't believe there's any sound or anything with this, but you can get an idea of how desperate these people are. And we'll tell you a little bit more about it, but check it out. All right, so we completed our rescue mission, and they got food and water, and now they're back on their journey. So, amazing that they'd be in the middle of the Caribbean and did not want to come aboard. So, but good luck to them, and like the cruise director just asked, everybody will pray for them. So that's what we got to experience. There was 5 guys in a rowboat. Well, it was a homemade sailboat. We were 20 miles off the coast of Cuba, and our ship stopped. I guess they didn't have a radio at the time. There was another container ship that also stopped.
Ruth, you're never late. You're
never late,
time.
Ruth.
Don't
always
apologize.
on time.
Thank you for stopping in.
But it took probably a good hour by the time we were said and done. But they came up to where I guess the tender boats would come up to, and they gave them supplies. They gave them water. They gave them food. They gave them a radio. They gave them clothing. They gave them sunscreen. They were in the shipping lanes. They didn't want to board our ship because, I guess, protocol, they would have had to go to the next country, and they would have sent them back to Cuba. But we're thinking, and everybody else that was on the ship was thinking, that they're in the shipping lanes. They give them flashlights, too. They didn't have any lights. So if they're out there in a rowboat in the middle of the night,
and it literally,
in the shipping lane,
calling it a rowboat is being very generous.
It was probably maybe 14 feet long.
It was homemade, whatever it was. The sail was like a sheet.
Yeah, no, it was a tarp. It was like a tarp, but they would have to notify the Coast Guard that these guys are out there. They're going to be on watch wherever they're going. So. I don't know, but as they were pulling away from the horizon, somebody yelled in Spanish, "Where are you trying to go?" And they screamed, "Miami!" And everybody clapped. So, but
that part was very emotional for me.
Yeah, Lucy got a little very emotional.
To see, and I don't normally get emotional, but like to see what they were in. There were 5 of them, so there was 1 sitting on the bow and 4 rowing, and so that they could alternate. Yeah. What must they have been running from that they would rather stay on that raft in the middle of the shipping lanes? Like, we're lucky we even saw them. They would never be able to get out of the way if they were in the
they were moving pretty good, I will say that.
They weren't moving that good.
But when we had our boat, if we went 5 miles off the coast, she was like, turn around, turn around, turn around. These guys, and we had a 27-foot boat. So these guys were in like a 14-foot rowboat 20 miles off the coast of Cuba, which is...
How bad must it have been for them that they were willing to risk
no radio,
and they would not board our ship. They would not board because they probably would have been sent back. Now, he's trying to make me feel better because I'm like, they're never going to, like, we're the last people to see them alive. They're never going to make it to Miami, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, the Coast Guard's going to pick them up because the ship is going to tell them that they're out there. They're in the shipping lanes.
If they hit U.S. waters, they will be picked up.
And they're going to send them right back. So I still pray for them.
There's a whole protocol. But then when we were in Miami airport, we saw all these flights to Cuba. So I was a little confused. I'm like, all right, so they did all this work to build this boat, and
They could have just flown.
they could have just flown. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works, and I didn't know they were still like keeping people captive in Cuba, but apparently they are. So
Yeah, it's no joke over there.
Yeah, it's no joke.
That was, just, and we actually were talking to people that were from Cuba.
yeah, oh yeah, he had I mean, he was like, oh, they're stupid.
Because he said they're going back, and they're they're going to be.
He's like, they never should have
imprisoned
stopped this ship.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
he had been 32 years. He had been in this country. So he's like, they got to know how to do it. They got to pay someone. You don't get in a rowboat. But then when we were in Key West, we saw boats in the museum.
But that was back like
in the
before.
70s, yeah.
They were saying like at one point, if you were from Cuba and you hit American soil, you stayed. Like you got to stay. But it's not like that anymore. They think that changed in like 2010 or something. When we were in Key West, they told us. So even if they get here, they're still sent back. So
Unless
that's kind of a
political
bummer thing,
refugees are different.
Yeah, political
They
refugees.
can ask to go to Canada. So if Canada takes them, Canada's really strict about who they take, though. So if you have a DWI, do not go to Canada.
Yeah, things you learn when you're a travel agent. I did not know that. Chris says he keeps thinking about any poor souls who were in the Gulf during.
Oh, yeah.
God help them all. Hopefully.
And that was another thing I'm thinking. This is hurricane season. We were in the prime hurricane season out there, and these guys are in the rowboat. But the one guy I was talking to that had been here for 32 years, he was like, they know exactly what they're doing. They might take the radio, the water, the food, and row right back to Cuba and be like, this is what we got today.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Michelle said it was an amazing sight. Makes me so thankful for all that we have. Even on our bad days, we're so privileged, and that is
I
so
have closer
true.
pictures. I put that one up just to show the how small the boat was, and the huge ocean that they're in. The 20 miles ain't no joke.
They were literally risking their lives. They absolutely were. They absolutely were, and that's why I was so upset.
You're probably right, though. They couldn't afford the flight.
Yep.
And I don't know how, like, if they're even allowed to leave. I don't know if they're allowed to go to vacation. I know if you fly in from Canada, you can go to Cuba still. So, but apparently you can go from Miami now.
Yeah.
We saw
were
flights.
shocked
Yeah.
that there were flights to Havana. Like, okay.
I had no idea just how big Cuba was. But we were, like, going around Cuba for, like, 4 hours.
Cuba's huge. Yeah,
huge.
it's gigantic. So, and I knew as soon as I saw the land, I'm like, I think we're off Cuba. So we kind of knew where they were from. But yeah, that was something we've never experienced before. I mean, I've been on, I don't even know, I think 11 cruises, and I've never had that happen before. So, like Michelle said, it makes me grateful.
Grateful, yeah.
Yep.
And when they screamed Miami, it was just like
that killed me.
the whole ship cheered.
The whole ship cheered, but
yeah.
I'm thinking Miami is like,
90 miles that way. That's a lot of rowing.
Yeah. Go to Key West. It's closer. Like,
Go to Key West.
it was very upsetting.
Actually, yeah, Miami's probably like 140 miles.
Yeah?
Key West is 90 miles, right?
Yep. So have you guys ever had that happen? Because the crew
Yeah.
kind of acted like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, we're near Cuba. It's, this happens all the time. And like I said, I've never, ever had that happen to me before.
And maritime law states that they have
cruise.
to help any ship or boat that's in distress. Raft, anything.
Yep, craft. What do you call them? I mean,
call
theirs is like a raft, but like a small craft? I don't know what the technical term is.
We've
but
been out in small craft advisories.
And so the captain comes on when he announces it to tell us that
First
we
of all,
have to
you
go.
can't understand. You've been on cruises. You can't understand the captain.
I could understand him enough to know what he was saying. So, we had to stop, alter our course in order to meet up with them and
we had to circle
assist
back.
them. And he said, depending on what happened, he didn't know how long it would delay us, and then we might miss.
If they needed
part of
medical
our-
attention, you had to assess the situation. That happened on the Mardi Gras. So it does happen.
A vessel in distress is
okay.
what he called it. You got a much better memory than me. Yeah,
We were
okay.
sound asleep when he started with this.
So Nancy's saying that happened on their Mardi Gras cruise. It just so happened that we were on the side of the ship that they pulled up to. And as we're looking, we were on a balcony on deck 10. And as we're looking down, you see all these big rum runners.
We saw Dave.
We saw Pat. We saw, I can't even remember who else. And I realized that is the side of the ship that I always book. I don't know why. It's just in my head that I book that side of the ship. It's the port side, right? The port side? It's the even numbers on Carnival. And
I make a left when
as I'm looking down and I'm like, oh my God, I'm psychotic.
Everybody.
And I just pushed my psychotic nature on every single one of these people. If you didn't specify.
Well, Nancy was very happy because she loves the port side.
If you didn't specify, you were on that side. And it was so funny to see
everybody's head was popping out. That was pretty funny.
So we happened to be, even the Cove balconies were all, now, Peg and Artie, Dewey, I forgot who else was in a Cove. There was somebody else in a Cove balcony.
Only because they weren't available.
And they were, I mean, they have much better footage. They were very, very close to, they pulled up right underneath where they're.
We had a balcony blocking our view. So, or a deck actually blocking our view of when they were next to the ship. But.
Wow. Cheryl says she was on a ship that brought around 11 people off a boat that was mostly made of styrofoam.
Crazy,
was it also
right?
near Cuba? Like, that's the part that's, like, it just touched me because I just felt so bad for them. That's just...
And like I said, if you've ever been out in a small boat where you can't see land and, like, the swells, I mean, it's a whole different world out there. Like, it's... Unless you're used to it, like, and you're okay with it, you know what you're doing. Like, a lot of crap can happen really fast.
Yeah, especially that far out. She said they always book port side if possible. See, you're crazy like me, right? I remember looking up and seeing you. It was like a big pop. It was. She was on deck 5 at that point, wasn't she?
No, I think she was on the actual deck. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, deck 5. Yeah, the promenade deck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you look at, like, everybody was there. We're all yelling at each other from our balconies. That part was kind of cool.
We were being overwhelmed by the pot smoke from our neighbors.
That's true. We'll never forget that cruise for that reason.
Yep.
It was like craziness.
It's super sad, but like, hopefully they made it. And if they didn't make it this time, they'll keep trying.
Yeah.
And they'll make it eventually.
Yep. Hopefully they do. I felt so bad for them. So we started off this cruise with a new tradition.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Bowens.
Oh boy, them Bowens.
So it's called Thunderstruck.
Yep.
And you play the song Thunderstruck. I didn't quite get it.
Do we recommend this?
First. We do recommend it.
We do recommend it. Okay.
You got to pace yourself a little bit. So I didn't pace myself enough.
If you like drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning on cruise deck, we highly recommend Thunderstruck.
It was really fun. Like, once I got it down, so I was like guzzling at first, and you can't do that. You got to pace yourself. But like, so it's the song Thunderstruck, and
by AC/DC.
Every single time,
which Carnival has taken that song for this year and kind of taken it for the Mardi Gras, right? Yeah.
So they kind of did that. So you drink until it says thunder again. And sometimes what I didn't realize is that, it seems like 10 minutes in between.
Well, first of all, you don't chug.
Yeah, don't chug.
Yeah, you just sit. And we were doing it with, they were kind of like wine coolers, right?
It was Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Wine coolers, I'm showing my age. Do they still have wine coolers? I don't know. But,
I think they do still have wine coolers, dear.
We're used to, when we did drinking games back in our youth, it was a drink. Right, so we go in head first. We dive in.
Guzzling. Not realizing there's 10 minutes in between thunder sometimes.
So you have to drink the whole time. They say Thunderstruck.
Once they say thunder, and then it goes, like, you stand in a circle, and then it goes to the next person.
The next person.
To the next person. And you drink until they say thunder again.
We have this all recorded. We can't put it on YouTube because of the AC/DC song.
Yeah. But we did put it on TikTok
and Facebook.
And Facebook Reels and Instagram. So if you're connected to us on any of those, you'll kind of get to see. I messed it up a little bit because I'm not quite familiar with TikTok enough. I edited out parts of it because I didn't want it to be,
we'll
5
keep trying
minutes
till
long.
we get it right.
Yeah. So the parts I edited out of the video,
it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It left it like blank at the end. So once it goes blank, it's over, and it'll just be like 2 more minutes of nothing. But it was very interesting. I will say,
funny, Elma, funny.
I think it's a new tradition for us.
I don't know about this drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning. First of all, if we're flying into Miami, like Jay and Michelle drove, so they had a cooler. They were able to supply the alcohol. If we didn't finish anything, we just have to leave it in the parking lot, which is fine. But I think we probably did a 6-pack of them suckers before we entered the ship between 4 of us.
Oh, between 4 of us,
maybe even an 8-pack. But you'll see some videos of us walking on the ship. Jeez. So this is what we boarded the ship. I'm going to say it was 11:30. I think we boarded the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
our check-in time was between 11 and 11:30.
Yeah, but we were up till like 2:30 in the morning the night before at the hotel. So, but it
was so
felt
fun.
Like 9 o'clock in the morning to me.
It was not 9 o'clock in the morning, but it was super fun.
They had the radio in an enclosed parking lot. Kind of drive up levels. Radio turned all the way up with AC/DC blaring at, say it was 10:30. Cranked up. People are getting their luggage out of their car.
People are looking at us like we're crazy.
Just next. But we had a blast.
But we encourage all of you to try
it. Yeah, try it.
It was really
record
fun.
it. Next time we're going to record it better because we're going to pass the camera around. But if there is a next time.
Yes, the people behind us looked crazy.
Oh, yeah. They looked at us like we were nuts.
They're on our next cruise.
Who?
Jay and Michelle.
Oh.
It is tradition
there is a
now.
next time.
That's right.
There absolutely is a
next time.
next
They're on our
time.
next 2 cruises.
Yeah, we gotta look. I gotta look at the video again and see the people behind us.
I was looking at people when I wasn't drinking, and I'm like, the only thing that we didn't do. So we'll learn.
First, we got these midlife crazy shirt. Everybody's wearing their midlife crazy shirt, and we're down in freaking Mike's Hard Lemonade at 10:30 in the morning, like chugging it.
It was like 11.
11. No, we boarded the ship. Our check-in time was 11:30. We got there at 11:29, and the lady shook her head at me.
Yeah, we were supposed to board between 11 and 11:30, and we were in the parking lot doing the thunderstruck thing.
We came in at 11:29, and she shook her head at me. I'm like, we made it.
We were there on time, just on time, but we were on time. But yeah, that was so Nancy. That's what I was a little bit afraid too.
There was 4 of us.
On the ship.
One of us was going to get us on that ship.
And they did tell us, don't chug it, just drink normal until your turn is over.
I was more worried about finding a bathroom between the parking lot and getting on the ship. But we made it. So the guy that took our luggage was hilarious. He was yelling at people, like, "Give me your luggage." What did he say?
I don't even remember. He was really funny.
Yeah, he was really funny. We had a lot of fun getting on the ship.
All the stress of getting through the line and stuff, you're kind of relaxed because you have a little tiny buzz on, not drunk, but
I couldn't keep up. I had to get some oxygen.
So the next time we do it though, I should have grabbed the camera while he was drinking. That's the only thing we didn't do. So while Bill was drinking, no one was filming him. So next time I will grab it.
Lemonade.
Me too. That's why we went with the light stuff.
Make sure you hit the notification button. We're sorry.
We're sorry. It's being a little weird, even trying to do Facebook.
Yeah, we're still trying to get everything all set up with this. Wow, it's 59 minutes.
59 minutes. So, we gotta. So, we're working on.
Well, tomorrow we're going to release that video. I got to upload it right after this.
That's right.
I'm going to shoot for 6:45 Eastern time. Check out. What was her name? Z.
Oh boy.
Scroll.
They're coming on at 9 Eastern, 7 or 8 Central.
Check them out because anybody that supports us, we like to support the Z Show Cruise Fund.
Thank you. Z Show Cruise Fund. Tony and Jenny are also next.
Yep. And Nautical Nurse Nancy at 10. We will be live next Tuesday. We will have put out hopefully a couple more videos. And thanks everybody for joining us. If you're checking us out on the replay, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. And Mama D, take us out if Lucy can find it.
That's right. Thank you guys.
Thank you
I'm
guys.
hanging out with you. We're 876 subscribers.
Yep, make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends.
please
Tell your
subscribe.
family. Tell your kids.
That's right. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live or when we put up new content. Thank you for
See y'all
hanging out
next
with
week.
us. See you next week.
God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
At the beach it's always wetter and life in flip-flops is always better. Get away today. Take a vacation today. Don't let your life unravel. Take a break, call Lucy when you want to travel today. You got to get away. Friends and familiar faces making plans about going places. At the beach it's always better, and you'll get there with these 3 letters. Travel with them, just call MGM. Stop dreaming about better days. The MGM family travel will take you away. You got to get away.